Hey guys, I have a haul that I'm going to show you, and I'll also be listing it on my Poshmark closet. And I went to the Goodwill and Salvation Army a couple of days ago, and I haven't listed it yet because I have been sick. But I have it here with me, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I picked up, and I think it's going to do really well on Poshmark. The first thing I got was this Nike. I always love going to the athletic section first. I'm looking for Nike, Adidas, Lululemon, and I found this Nike Fit Therma ACT jacket, and it's just a quarter zip, really cute. And I'm going to list it in my Poshmark closet, probably for about $25. And one thing I don't find too often is Lululemon, but when I went recently, I found 3 or 4 pieces of Lululemon, and that always gets me really excited. So I found this Lululemon shirt, probably a size 10. I can't find the size tag, so if you know where to find the size tag on a shirt like this, let me know because I can't find it. And I also want to verify it. I'm going to see if I can verify it online just to make sure that it's not a fake. So I got that, and then another athletic thing that I picked up was this Adidas jacket, and it's simple black and white. You might not see it very well, but just a simple Adidas jacket. That'll go pretty well. And when I'm done looking at the athletic clothing, I always go through, right now I go through the short sleeve shirts and the tank tops and look through those just because it's summertime and I know people are looking for those. I typically avoid the sweaters. If I have time, I will look through the sweaters, but this last time I didn't have time to go through the sweaters. But I did find this short sleeve J. Crew anchor shirt, and it's a size extra small, and it's 100% cashmere, so that was a really good find. Another thing from the athletic section were these Nike Pros, and I got this J. Crew gingham shirt. I actually found 3 of these, all the same size, but just different colors, and I listed one of them, and it already sold. So I love listing anything J. Crew and anything gingham for the summertime. I also got this Lacoste short sleeve t-shirt, and it's just a color black pattern, perfect for summer, super cute. And I got these linen shorts from Saks Fifth Avenue. I love looking through the summer stuff in the summertime, and sometimes I'll check jackets and coats in the summertime, and sometimes I'll score there just because nobody really looks at jackets and coats in the summertime. But I love looking through those. My honey bun, so you can say hi.
Are you doing a live webcast?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yep. And another thing I got was this Puma. I don't always buy Puma, but a lot of times I'll get this something like that seems pretty stylish and comfortable, but this is what it looks like. Just a Puma long sleeve shirt with a hood. Another Nike tank. Thought that was a good one. And then I got these leggings. I love picking up leggings pretty much any brand if it's in really good condition and if it looks pretty modern. I pick up leggings, and this one is called 14th and Union, and I picked them up because of the faux leather detail on them, and of course they're skinny leg. I stay away from anything boot cut because I have had no luck with anything boot cut on Poshmark. So I always grab the skinny leg leggings if I see them. So, and they're in good condition. So I grabbed those. And if you check my closet, you'll see that I have just over 8,000 listings, and about 600 of those are available for purchase. So I've sold probably about 7,400, and I put a lot of time into following people and sharing my listings and sharing other people's listings. But if you have just started your closet and you think nobody can see your stuff and you're worried that you're behind on getting stuff listed, just keep listing. I started a closet for my husband, and I think he has something like 8,000 followers, and I think he's following like 9,000. So his closet is relatively small, but I just started listing things in his closet as far as men's clothes, and I think he sold like 10 items. I took a week and I listed 50 items in his closet, and he's already sold 10. So keep listing and sharing and following people, and add things to your closet that are popular name brands, and people will just see them over the course of just searching for different things. These are some men's Lululemon pants that I found, so these are going to be going in his closet. I don't know how well these do, but they're pants for men from Lululemon. So I'll put those up and we'll see how they do. I think they'll do pretty well. And then anytime I find something that is in good condition, and it's pink brand, I always get that. So this is just a sweatshirt. It's in good condition. I always check the sleeves to make sure that the edge of the sleeve isn't discolored. So when I'm checking a sweatshirt, I'll check the sleeves, and I'll just quickly check some of the seams just to make sure that they're not ripped. So this one was in good condition, and I picked it up. Another athletic brand that you can look for is an athletic brand called, I think it's pronounced Alo, but I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. So this is just an Alo tie-dye shirt. I've had pretty good luck with selling Alo before, so I picked that up. And it's tie-dye for summer. Somebody's gonna want this. And then I'm almost done. I grabbed these Nike shorts. Sometimes thrift stores, I've noticed, they overprice Nike. Sometimes it's like $9.99 for a simple pair of shorts. So sometimes I'll find something that's good in Nike, but I just don't buy it because it's too expensive. But a lot of times I have a coupon too. This might be 50% off. So if it is marked at like $5.99, $6.99, and I use the 50% off coupon, then it's worth it to me. But if it's marked at $6.99, $7.99, and I don't have the coupon, or if it's not on sale, I just don't buy it. So that is, one more thing. Two more things. I got this. This doesn't have a name brand on it, and only very rarely will I buy something that doesn't have a name brand on it. But this looks really cute. Probably get some of the details, kind of hard, but it has some crochet detail, and it's like a chambray material with like this cream colored design on it. So this is just really cute, perfect for summer, and I'll list that in my Poshmark closet. I try not to spend over $5 for anything. That's just kind of like, oh, it does have a name brand. That's kind of like my rule. Once in a while I will spend over $5 if it's a name brand item. Before I spent $10 on something and I sold it for like $110, so that was worth it. But most things I'm gonna sell for $110. So that's almost all of it. I have this last thing. This is a Lululemon tank top, and I found this with all of my other Lululemon. And I told my mom, because she likes going shopping with me, I told my mom anytime there's workout material that has mesh in it, that it's probably a good item. So she picks up anything that she sees with mesh in it. So I got this Lululemon. We love seeing that tank top. So that's all that I have that I'm gonna list and and be adding to my Poshmark closet. So this is usually my setup over here. I usually have a hanger up on the wall, and for my flat lays, I use a white poster board, and I usually put pants and shorts and anything that's like a bottom on the whiteboard, just because it looks nicer to me when it's a flat lay. Although shirts and dresses I like to hang up, and I like to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to show you my inventory over here. This is my inventory. So once I list it, it goes back into one of those bins. So I'm going to first list my Lululemon shirt that I got. I like using this wooden hanger because it's thick and it helps things lay nicely. And I try to get things listed within a couple of minutes per item. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but for the most part, I like to do things in under 5 minutes. Flat lays are always a lot easier for me to list than hanging items. Probably just it takes time to take the things on and off the hanger. I have some natural lighting in here, but I also use my lamp with a white light bulb in it. A little bit more lighting. I usually take about 5 pictures per item. And then I take it off and it goes into the bin. I like to use some keywords in my titles, so that way if people are searching for it in the search engine, it will come up. So for that Lululemon tank, I'm going to use black mesh tank, and it was a size 2, pretty small size. The longest part for me for listing on Poshmark is usually the description. So it takes me probably a minute or 2 for the description. For a lot of my items, I'll use copy and paste with just some basic details in it, and then I'll go through and edit it. And category. If you have some brands and things that you haven't been able to sell in your closet, like I have, there's some things that I've heard are really good brands, and I hear they do really well on eBay. And then I go to list it on Poshmark, and I'll list it for a very good price, but nobody even likes it. And I wonder, like, why aren't people liking this item? And one of those brands is Eileen Fisher. I have a really hard time with Eileen Fisher, even though I hear on the YouTubes I watch that a lot of people love listing Eileen Fisher on eBay. But I don't do well with that brand at all on Poshmark. And I realized that might not be so much as a popular brand for the demographic that's on Poshmark. And I've learned to narrow my brands that I sell to whatever is trending. And the way that I find out what's trending is by going to the past month's parties, like the themed parties. And if you look at the name brands that are selling in the parties, like there's a party a couple days ago that was called Anthropology, Free People, and Urban Outfitters party, and people can share whatever items that are that brand to that party. And I'll go back and I'll look through the parties and see what brand name Poshmark wants to endorsed for the parties. I look for those brand names because those are the ones that are going to do well and be trending on Poshmark. So I stick to mostly those name brands, like you saw. I have Lululemon, Nike, and Adidas, and a lot of times they'll have a party that's that theme, so I'll be able to share all of those listings at that party. So just the tip, as far as finding items, because there are brands that don't do well on Poshmark that you would think would do really well, but I have a hard time with them, and maybe you don't, but I certainly have had a hard time with some of the name brands. We're gonna list this purple gingham J. Crew shirt, and this is a J. Crew factory shirt. So let's put that up. I like having my background pretty clear. I like to take a picture of the overall shirt and the tag, and then I do one close-up picture, and then I always do the back. And I always inspect it to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it before. Usually I inspect the items before I buy them. I've learned my lesson with buying things and then bringing it home just to realize that there were 3 or 4 buttons missing, or they were cut off. I think I've bought 3 pairs of pants where the hem was shortened, or just cut straight across and not hemmed. So learned my lesson there. For the title, I'm just gonna put J. Crew purple gingham button-up shirt. This is size 12. The shirt is so cute. And this is J. Crew. Category. This is shirt. I've also found that listing something every single day has really helped with my sales in the last probably 2 months, maybe 1 month. I've had probably like a 50% increase in sales. So I've been up late packaging more and spending more time during the day listing. And I love the new feature that allows you to see when one of the people that you're following, when they're listing new items. And I think that drives a lot of traffic to your closet if you're able to list consistently. So make sure you're listing consistently every day. And this is J. Crew factory on this one. And I'll do this pink shirt. Pink always sells right away. I can easily sell it within a week. I don't buy the bootleg yoga pants usually when I see them, just because I don't think too many people are looking for the bootleg style on Poshmark anymore. Most of us like the skinny leg. So I don't buy the boot cut anymore. I just buy the skinny leg. My goal is to get up to 8,100 listings today. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get that high. Always the more items, the better. even though sometimes it might seem that it's hard to go to somebody's closet and they have so many listings available, it takes so long to go through all of it. But the more the merrier for me. I love having tons of items in my closet because I've had a lot more bundles when I have a lot of items in my closet, and I also offer a variety of sizes, so people can, if you're large, you can find a lot of stuff, or if you're small, and you can find a lot of things. So I do like having a lot of items available in the closet. And also I do price drops every day. So when I do price drops, people get a notification, and more things can sell that way too. I always usually list pink brand items as oversized. I put that in the description because usually they're pretty oversized for a smaller, well, this is not like a medium. But that's good. We like it loose. We're gonna label it as a pink sweatshirt. Even though it is a sweatshirt, it'll probably do pretty well. And I'll list it for $25. Okay. This is a really cute one. I think this will do pretty well. I actually wore this for a little while before I washed it and decided to list it on Poshmark. I love sweatshirts. If you're just starting on Poshmark, definitely go check out the parties and the name brands that are, like the parties are themed by the name brand. And go get some of those items, or if you have them in your closet, your real closet, list those on Poshmark. Whatever those brand names are that are recommended for the party, go check those out and list those in your closet. It'll bring a lot of people to your closet. We're gonna do a back shot. And almost this one. You can go pretty fast if you're really focused on it. Sometimes I'll check Instagram or Facebook, and that always slows me down. But when I'm focused, it goes too fast. So stay focused. Alright, that's going to be the last one. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and comment your Poshmark closet name down below. And let me know if you would like me to go live again. And thanks for stopping by. Check out some of my other videos. And have a good day listing and sharing.